Yeah, so today we're actually going to talk about a couple things that I haven't spoken about live on here for a while. Matters on who has been following me long enough to be able to know, if you've been following me do this. We got Chris from Miami. What's going on, brother? Um, but I've been in this game for not that long. What we're going to talk about at the end of tonight's episode, but I think it's going to be pretty fun. What's interesting is, man, I had these daily and weekly I had these daily and H4 key levels on what we're going to be talking about today, and what's interesting is they're not on there anymore, which is unfortunate. Let's just go ahead and get started because I'm getting antsy. All right, so let's do this the last time. So what's going on, Steve from PI? Is that? All right, guys, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to FXPronow.com, where our goal is to be able to help you make an extra $1,000 a month trading Forex online at home with your families. That's step one. That's step one. What we're really looking to do is be able to find out, okay, who from our teaching is going to make $100,000 per year at the least for 2 years straight. We're only looking for 100 of them. Once we get to the 100 mark, we're done. We did our business. So who's going to get there first or second, actually? So with that being said, how you guys doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what we call this week in the markets. When it comes to this week in the markets, what we do is we go out into markets to see if there's anything available on specific pairs like EURUSD, AUDUSD, USDJPY, GBPJPY, and today we're actually going to bring back Bitcoin into the mix. I haven't spoken about that live since October, November-ish. October, November is when we stopped talking about it. That's when it broke past the 6,000 level and then shot down within 1 month to the 3,000 level. And I stopped talking about it. I was like, nah. And now it's doing some interesting stuff. So we're going to bring that back into town. We're also going to talk about XRP to close it off. And I'm pretty excited to be able to bring this back and start talking about it again because, I've been in the game as far as holding for a long time now. For a long time now. And let's go ahead and get started with EURUSD. All right. And also, I want to know, the people that are on here right now, I want to know who, and I really want to know this, right? Who holds, you don't got to tell me the amount that you hold, but who holds some type of, who holds some type of Bitcoin, who holds some type of Ethereum or anything like that? Who holds Bitcoin, Ethereum, or XRP? I want to know. And if you are holding it, where are you calling it from? I'd like to know. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with EURUSD. All right. And I do want to say what's going on too. We got Tony on here from Bangkok. We have Ken from Georgia. We have Steven from Philippines. Jose from Miami. We have Kevin from Uganda. And we have Ralph from Jacksonville, Florida. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining on here. I appreciate it 100%. Like, I really do. So I'm not going to record. This is going to go real slow. So what we're looking at right now, EURUSD, still in the same exact area. Freaking A. Point A, point B, point C, literally hovering at this 61.8 area. I'm going to go to a lower time frame so we can get a cleaner area that we can be able to hold this on. I'd rather do this one here. I'd rather do that. Style. We got, hey, my boy, Mr. Cadet. Oh man, it must be my birthday. And of course, the wonderful channel. All right, so point A, point B. We have this area right here. I'm not going to count this right here. Let's go to the M30 time frame and see if this does something extra. It kind of does. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Point A, point B. So I'm looking for this to still hold level of resistance. I'm not looking for this to push up any higher, to tell you the truth. Let's see if this is valid. Blah. Blah. Yeah. All right. I'm not really looking at this to go any higher. If it does, cool, but let's look at the M30 time frame. See, look, I like this. Let me see this actually. Boom. I'm not really saying too much, which I usually do, but yeah, I'm just not looking for price to go any higher than this. If it does, cool, but I'm just not looking for price to go any higher than this. We were looking for price to continue to the downside. I didn't even enter it again. I didn't mention it to enter it again over here, so I'm happy that it didn't. Price pulled up again, but this is the downtrend. On the higher time frame, it would stay a downtrend for a long time. Especially the fact that there was a level of support right here that was obviously broken, and we're looking for continuation. If there's another entry point, I'm guessing that this area right here is better than where it has been for a while now. So let's just make sure price is not past this area over here. Yeah, final point. Right there. Okay. So as long as price isn't past this area, 1.22, 1.122 area, then I think we're good for the continuation to the downside. I don't see anything showing me that there's any bulls that's going to go ahead and break this structure to be an uptrend anytime soon. My bias is still heading down to this area over here, so I'm just going to keep that going. All right, let me look at what I got going here. All right. Nice. Boom. And anytime that I tell you guys something, even if I'm already in, I just do it again. So I feel like I'm in it too, essentially. Even if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. All right, good. So that's that. All right, let's go ahead and AUDUSD. This is a different story. This I'm looking for, and what's so dope is with one of our newest students. I hope she's on here because she be asking me a lot of questions. You better be on here right now. I'm not gonna say no names, but if you ask me a bunch of questions, you gotta be on every one of my sessions, straight up. So she just got our You Are the Indicator course. I want to say last week. From getting in our You Are the Indicator course, what's so cool is she realized that there was a break in structure on the lower time frame, because she asked a question on our Thursday's private session, and from there, um, she's like, "Hey, you know, I saw that this broke structure." And in my mind, I'm like, "Yo, you just got in a couple days ago. How the hell? What do you mean broke structure?" And this is actually a very good time right now, to tell you the truth. Um, she's like, "I saw that this broke structure, X, Y, and Z, and all this other stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, like, go ahead." And she's like, "Okay, when is it gonna start pushing up?" Whatever it was. And that's what you're looking at. What we are looking at. So, how you doing? I want to make sure, Brianna. So what this is the foreign exchange. So what is foreign exchange? It's exchange of currencies. What we're looking at right now is the Australian dollar in relation to the US dollar. Okay. So what we do here is we go ahead and we look at trends to see the direction of the trend and whether we should buy or sell a currency. And whenever we're buying the Australian dollar, at the same exact time, we're selling the US dollar. And at the same time, if we're selling the Australian dollar, we're buying the US dollar. So as you can see, this is going down in value. So if it's going down in value, what that's telling me is the fact that the Australian dollar in relation to the US dollar is getting weaker. So meaning for every Australian dollar that I have, let's say if I have 70 right now, 70 cents essentially, or about 69 cents of an Australian dollar, that means I have one US dollar. And if I have one US dollar, that means I have 69 cents. No, the other way around actually. If I have 69 cents of US dollars, that means I have 69 cents of US dollars. I mean, I have one Australian dollar. Okay, so that's what that means, right? So what we're looking to do is we're looking to catch trends in the market in what we call margin trading, right? Or using technical analysis to view where we believe that the trend is going to go next. And with doing that, using an app called MetaTrader 4 and using a broker, we could be able to earn money. That's the Forex in a nutshell. What I would highly suggest you do is go to fxpronow.com. We have a free training that you will get everything that you need, believe me. fxpronow.com, sign up for a free training. So what we're looking at is we're looking to see if this is going to retrace, right? On the lower time frames, well, based upon this H4 time frame, we do see, and what I'm doing right now is I'm using technical analysis to see breaks in what we call structure to see if price is going to go up or down in a particular period of time, where we look to get into trades on Monday and get out of them by Thursday. That's usually how I move. All right, so what we're looking at is we see that there's a break in structure right here, but that doesn't really mean much. Okay, what does it really mean? Do we really see a break in structure? Based upon the M30 time frame, not really, to tell you the truth. Is that the same thing as pips? Well, pips is like cents. Okay, pips is like cents. So let's just say that you have $1.10. Well, let's just say this is 68 cents, and then there's numbers after that. Those numbers after that are a particular point of points. So percentage in points. Okay, so what we see here is like this would be 68 cents. Well, this would be 0.9 of a cent, right? But it's actually 90 pips, and this would be 5 pips, and this would be 0.2 pips. So it's a smaller version of cents, essentially. It's like the easiest way I could be able to put that for you, okay? So what we're looking at right now is structure. Okay, so that's what the majority of everybody's on here is looking at structure. If you're looking at what we call the basics, this is what you're asking for, the basics. You can be able to actually get that in the course that we offer on fxpronow.com. Believe me, we handle everything that you're looking for in depth. You won't be disappointed. All right, so what we're looking at right here is, I'm just looking to be able to cater to everybody, guys. So what we're looking at right here is we have you can be able to call it just a high. I'm just going to call it a high for now based on that 30 time frame. We see these candles right here trying to break through this area, and it doesn't technically, but you might as well be as bullish as you can be, being the fact that this has not had a level like a retrace as of yet. Why am I pulling this out here? Hopefully I answered as many questions as I can for you. Brianna is the name. Yeah, Brianna. So this gets 38.2, which is looking nice. Looking pretty nice. We do see this area right here as far as this is definitely a broken structure, if we want to call this a broken structure. Point A, point B here. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this out right here. Point A, point B. This is 50%, obviously. And then we get price to get to one of our key levels. All right, I'm not even going to show this. Point A, point B, point C. And we see price get to 61.8, which is getting to this area right here. This is invalid though. This is only valid based upon the H4 time frame. That's like necessary to show, right? But this is an actual level of structure over here based on the M30 time frame. This area right here, actually. What do you see that as on the H4 time frame? See, we see this as an area that I would think matters. And we're looking at this area, it's looking pretty nice here. So to tell you the truth, guys, I'm already in my trade. I've been in this one since a while ago because I was already bullish on this. I'm 10 pips in the red. So where did I enter? Oh, sort of at the top. Cool. Doesn't matter to me. So that's a little hint. What I'm looking for is some type of retrace because it's been bearish for a long period of time. And to tell you the truth, I don't even think that's a good thing to do like that. Just because, you know, price has been going in a certain direction for a while does not mean that, oh, it's been bearish for 2 weeks. It's supposed to retrace by now. No, that's not how the market works. The market has to tell you whether it's going to break structure or not. That's what matters. Okay. And what I saw based on the M30 time frame is a broken level of structure. That's what I've seen. That's what I saw. So if with that being the case, I would expect price to at least retrace based upon the H4 time frame that it's correlated with. Right? We see that price is above our EMA. Right? It looks like it sat on top of our key level, which is pretty interesting. And you know, I would expect price to continue to go somewhere. As far as a TP, I'm not going to set one, to tell you the truth. I'd rather wait for a break structure for the continuation to the downswing, and then going from there. All right, I'm not going to say anything too much about this. I just wanted to break this down. Hopefully this helps somebody. What's interesting is I wouldn't be surprised it's going to be a very slow movement. That's the only thing I hate about AUD. All right, UJ. So what do you see here? Literally spot on, wouldn't you agree? Literally spot on. Like 100% spot on. Like, this is insane. Do you see this, guys? Like, do you see this? Like, we said this. And what's so interesting is, like, we missed the actual entry by like point something, but this is doing exactly what we're calling, guys. I hope you guys are catching this stuff, man. Anyways, point A, point B, we have point C in this area right here, 50%. I said, hey, listen, I see price getting back to the monthly level, 50%, and it did. And then once it got there, boop, boop, literally, boop, boop. All right, which is cool. Now, what do we see? I see price literally shoving this out of the way, this level of blah support, and getting to 108. What leverage do you use? I don't go anything higher than 1 to 150, David, and I'd suggest not to do anything higher than that either, bro. So in layman's terms, if it's low structure, don't trade. Brianna, what I would highly suggest, believe me, you will never, I could never, nobody on here, including me 5 times, could be able to learn how to trade doing with just looking at what I'm looking at right now. I promise you. There are hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of content that you must. It's not even like a maybe. Like, I promise you, the amount of content that I have laid out in this course right here is like a lot. Straight up. I'm not even playing with you. I'm going to show you how much content it is, so you'll be able to see like how intense this course is. Because if you, mind you, like, you're brand new, I believe me, I understand 100%. Like, you're just asking questions. You're being open, and I love that. You know, some people are so closed that they don't even ask a question. I love the fact that you're being so open. So just so you can be able to understand, this is what my course entails. So some of the questions that you're asking are literally in here. So you see, this is my website right here, right? So this is my website, fxpronow.com. How my students make an extra 1,000 to 10,000 a month trading Forex at home. This right here will show you like what I've accomplished, kind of.
So you just found out about Forex.
Also, it's my ad, essentially, right? It's going to lead you to my webinar. What's inside in my webinar, I teach you a couple things, but it'll also talk about our actual course itself. Talk about mindset, trading style, the foundation of setting up your charts. We talk about analysis, and we talk about execution. These are some of our students that have gone ahead and actually taken our course. For example, like Shanna, she's literally on here right now. She made $3,000 within a 24-hour period. I know that's probably kind of weird, Shanna, hearing that, and sharing that, but she did. It's pretty interesting. And there's some other students that have gone ahead and made some money as well. We have, believe me, we have a huge vision of what we're looking to do. Step 1 is going ahead and actually becoming a profitable trader. How are we going to do that? Well, through our course. So literally, we have a step-by-step course from the beginning, how to create a practice demo account from literally the beginning, okay? And then it goes all the way. This is not, what the heck is this? This is not it. This is not it. One moment. That's the old one. Un momento. I am sorry. I am not it. That's the old one. You are the indicator. I hope it pops up like this. Of course, does it pop up like that? All right, here it is. Sorry. All right, so let's see what you're saying now. I've been following you for a minute, but every time I try to catch a webinar, it doesn't allow me to view it. I see. Well, now you're on. Congrats. So what is our course? It's 60 plus value packed video tutorials, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so this is from the start. So literally you're going to be able to see, you know, like how to get started, blah, 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 the details, get into our private groups, our private Thursday session, blah, 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 blah. Intro to Forex. So we talk about Forex, like what is Forex, blah, 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 and then how to be able to actually get into the markets, downloading MT4 on the Mac, calculating pips, the questions that you were asking just now. From there, creating a live account, the fundamentals of TradingView, literally what we're looking at right now, this is what we call TradingView, okay? And then from there, we talk about mindset, which is very important. Before we even talk about trading, we talk about mindset. Some people think that this is a waste of time. Well, that's probably why you're not good at trading. And I'm being straight up. Whoever says that mindset doesn't matter, you haven't made $1 in the markets. I'm almost sure of it. And then from there, we go in depth on many other things as well. Okay. From here, I might as well break it down. We're already here. We talk about what type of trader should you be. We talk about the time frame correlation, how they correlate with each other. What to do on each and every time frame. How do you start marking up your? Where do you start marking up your charts? What do you do next? How do you know if the market is going to go up or down? How do you know if it's going to continue to go up or down? How do you know if how do you confirm that the market is going to go up or down? How can I visually see what the market, what it may do next? And then from there, we talk about support and resistance based upon how strong it is and stuff like that, right? Which is what we were doing here. These bars right here, these are called supply and demand zones. I'm not going to explain all that. From there, how do you know how far a price should retrace? How do you know how fast it's going to do that? How do you know where price should go after it retraces? Literally, you see all this, right? How do you know exactly when to enter? So you see how I say all this stuff before I talk about entering. How do you know whether I should stay or get out of my trade? The checklist before you enter, again, we talk about that. Where I drive everything that I talk about home into these 3 videos right here, and then I do it again in these videos right here, right? And then from there, we have our private Thursday sessions recorded and stuff like that all ready for you. See, these are hours and hours and hours and hours, literally hours of content that have been put together for you guys to be able to get access to. How much is the course? $9.97, right? Or you can be able to actually get started at $197 for 6 payments, right? But there's actually a way that you can be able to get it for way less, right? And there's a reason why I'm doing that, and it's because of our vision. Because I understand not everybody has $9.97. I get it, right? So you'll be able to learn about our vision in complete fashion in our actual online webinar that you can be able to get access to, right? So just make sure that you actually sign up for this webinar. You probably not know what the hell what I'm talking about, but you're going to see that we know what we're talking about. That's the main goal of this webinar, and also to show you what we got going on. Hopefully, I answered a lot of the questions that you just had in your mind that didn't even pop up yet, and probably will in the future. But that was my little snippet for you. All right. This is how I work. I know sometimes I go a little bit more in depth than I should. But I don't like to leave people behind, especially if they're actually trying, right? Doesn't matter if it's 1 or if it's 1,000. If somebody's trying, I'm gonna go out and help them out. Period. That's just how I work. I got it. So what we're looking at, UJ. When it comes to UJ, point A, point B. That's the webinar I was talking about that it wouldn't let me get access to. Okay, cool. Send an email. Or you can be able to text our office. Here, text our office. This is our office right here. And I'll send you the direct link to the actual webinar itself so you can be able to get access to it right away, okay? So point A, point B, point C. We see price What I'm looking for is price to just be able to break this level of support. Once it breaks that level of support, I'm going straight to 108.1. Right? I'm going straight to 108.1. Right now on that trade, I'm up 65 pips. Hopefully you caught this. Where do we catch this? And you know what sucks, man? I had my buy limit right here. I mean my sell limit right here. Where was it at? Do I still have it open? Yep. At 110.7. God dang, bro. Look, you want to see how close this thing was, bro? And I hope you guys caught this because I said it. Anything that I'm saying to you guys, I'm doing myself. Here, I'm going to show you because I looked it up myself. I'm like, freaking hey, man. This is the second time this happened in a row. Right here. 2.7 pips. 2.7 pips. We were off. Freaking A, man. But I caught it at 110.2. Caught it here. I wasn't looking at the charts. Fun. I'd be up 130, 120 pips right now on that one. No problemo. Brianna. All right. So going over here, hopefully it breaks this level of support. It should. This is a very bearish move. Very slow, which I love when it's slow like this. I don't like it, but it's better. Because if it's just fast movement, it's not real for me. It was very slow. And the fact that this pulled shows me that this is real. And what I mean by real is the fact that it'll break that level of support. Because if it did this and then continued, and this was just a pullback based upon point A, point B, and point C, point D. All right. My sell limit didn't get triggered. All good. Yep. You got in what? So you got in at the same point I did. No. Not you. This happened days and days ago. Each one of these candles equals 4 hours. So this was a long time ago, okay? All right, so GJ. All right. So GJ. Now, when it comes to GJ, it's being pretty interesting right now. So based upon the M30 time frame, we do have a break. Did we have a break before? A real break, at least. This right here was not a break to me. Even though we had this area right here, not a true break. This right here is not real enough. Even though I was looking for this to be a buy, I did call this. Being the fact that it was at this monthly key level, that's really what it was. And it didn't. Okay. Other than that, this right here is not a real break either. Talking about break, you're going to learn that in these videos right here. You may see, 12 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to learn a lot. This is actually one of the most important portions of the course that I would highly stress to do whatever it takes to understand. All the guys that are in the course right now, this is the most important part right here. I promise you. If you overlook this part, I promise you, this is what will change the game for you, because this is what I literally didn't even realize I was missing in my own game. And once I went over this part, I'm like, yo, this is I promise you, this is vital right here. Right? Oh, I'm highlighting the wrong things. These two. These two. This is important too. These two. Sorry. Test support and resistance, broken support and resistance. All right. And then you know what's crazy? I think it's in my webinar. I think I go in high depth in my webinar on those two parts, which is fun. Gary V, he said this. And what's so crazy is I did this before I listened to this. And whether you get on, listen to what I'm saying or not, if you have a business for yourself, this is what he says. He says, create content. I forgot exactly how it goes, but it's something like this. This is how I got it. Create content where what you're putting out is information that will lead people to not buy your product. Create content that will lead people to not buy your product. What am I doing right now? I'm literally teaching you stuff for no freaking money at all. I'm giving you literally everything, giving it to you, giving it away. All right? And what happens? People, even though you can be able to learn for free here, you still get the course. Why? Because, you know, it's giving. You know, give away. You never know what it'll do for you. All right. So create content. That is something Gary Vee would say. Yep. All right. So yeah, you see here, see, this is actually a very, very important thing. And I don't know if I stress this enough in the course or not. I know in the in-person course, I say this all the time, but this is very, very important. All right. What I'm about to say to you guys right now is very, very important. So you see on the M30 time frame right here, you see these two candles close, boom, 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 right? And then bam. All right. Correlate this area right here. And you know what? I think I went in crazy depth in this when Jose was there, Mr. Blue Streak. Correlate here. Let me go ahead and highlight this area right here. That area right there. So look, you see these two candles right here. And you know what? Actually, in Shannon's course as well. Remember when I said, look at the time frames, how much time is left on the candles, right? What does it look like on the lower time frame? What does it look like on the higher time frame? You see these two candles right here? We actually have three. 1, 2, 3, right? And then boom, okay? Which means that this one candle closed below all these candles right here, right? So check this out in the H4 time frame, how this looks now. That same exact area, wick. Not even just a wick, but the H4 candle engulfs this. So yes, we did see some bullish action over here, which is nice. Although the bears took up the majority of this area, no matter how this looked on the lower time frame. So it wasn't bullish enough, is what I'm saying. So on the lower time frame, it looks good, and yes, it breaks structure, which is what we're looking for. This is how we trade. But how does it look on the higher time frame at the same time, right? How much time is left on that specific candle after it breaks? So you see it break, great. You see it break, amazing, right? But once it breaks, how is it looking on the lower time, on the higher time frame at that same time? Not talking about all of this. I'm talking about this right now. I'm just talking about this area right here. As this broke structure right here, you're looking like, oh, it broke structure. Ooh, we have two candles. Right when you see that broken structure, go to the higher time frame. Okay, how does it look right now? Okay. So we see that it's a bullish candle. Obviously, it's going to be a bullish candle, right? But when it's at that bullish candle, and all the guys that are in my course right now, write to me. I'm in the course. So I know who's listening to me right now, because this part right here that I'm talking about right now is vital. Right in the course, if you're a part of our course, you actually pay for our course. You've been in it right now, right? I'm in the course, so I know who I'm speaking to. So we see this candle right here. At one point in time was a bullish candle, right? We see, oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. There you go. So this right here was a bullish candle at one point in time, right? And with that bullish candle at one point in time, how much at that specific point in time that this on the M30 time frame closed, right? How much time was left? This is a key thing. How much time was left on that candle when this M30 time frame closed bullish, bullish? On the H4 time frame, you got to ask yourself, okay, was it 3.5 hours left? Was it 4 hours left? Was it not 4 hours left? Was it 3.5 hours left? Was it 3 hours left? Was it 2.5 hours left? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. Because think about it like this. If there's 3.5 hours left and it's bullish like that, does that mean my phone just died? If you're writing stuff, I can't see it right now. Oh, I don't have a charger in here. Let me go ahead and pull up YouTube. Oh, no, I can do it. So you got to ask yourself, okay, how much time is left on this candle? Right? This is vital stuff right here. Because if there's 4 hours left, that's one thing. I mean, if there's 3.5 hours left, there's a lot more time that candle can completely close completely different, if that makes sense. Okay, hours left, there's a lot more time. Sorry, I had to pull up your comments on a different on my actual screen. If you're listening to me right now, if you can be able to hear me right now, click on the like button right now so I can make sure that you guys can hear me. If you guys understood what I just said, because I promise you what I just said was key info. If you didn't understand what the hell I said, don't worry about it. It'll click at some point in time. Click on the like button if you heard what I said just now. All right. So it matters on how much time is left on that candle. Okay, I promise you that right there is vital information. So right here, you see there's 2 hours left on this candle. That means something. Okay. All right. So there's a possibility that this could keep on pushing downwards. Right? Let's say this candle goes all the way down here and it's 2 hours left. I promise you, it doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything because that thing can completely close all the way up here. All right. It does mean something, but at the same time, it doesn't. When it comes to GJ, price still has not passed the last low. But on the H4 time frame, it looks crazy. Like this is going to continue to the downside. Doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean anything. You got to see, okay, is it going to actually pass the last low? Here's the thing. I'm going to let you guys know this. When price is about to shift, it goes crazy. And when I mean it goes crazy, you're going to see it start to do stuff like this. Okay? So, so Michaela, remember when we were talking about, hold up. Oh. Remember when we were over here, how you're like, oh, it's going up and down. When is it going to get out of this area? When price is about to shift, this is what it does. This is what I was taught. Price goes from stable to unstable, to stable to unstable, to stable. I knew that, but I didn't know how to be able to put it into words. And when I heard that, I'm like, that's exactly what it does. It goes from here. This is, and mind you, this is what was called a while ago, this entire area right here. When we called this, I was like, hey, price is going to be in this area for a long time. All right. Price goes from, you can call this area stable. Stable, right? Here, let's do it like this. Stable to unstable. Stable to unstable. Stable to unstable. That movement right here is where the money's at. The unstable, the stable portion is where you get chopped up. The majority of people. Okay? So that chopped up area is where you don't want to be. Right? Or at least hop in and just don't get any type of emotions in there. Because I don't want to say design. It's not like design. It's not like design for you. But this is the part where most people get chopped up. And this is not where you want to get emotional and start having that indecision, okay, when price is going from place to place. So as you can see here, price is on the move, okay, and this bear is looking crazy, bro. And it was so crazy is we called this back here, and I'm so mad that like I only caught this portion right here, and I'm not gonna just hop in just to hop in. All right, but this is looking crazy nice. And what's funny is we're on a sell when it comes to UJ right now. Look at that nice candle right there. All right, I'm not even gonna go too far into this. Now, for the treat of the day, because believe me, guys, I haven't talked about Bitcoin since back here when I told you guys, hey, price. I don't know who was with me back in October. I know for sure Michael was here. I know for sure Zach was here. Oh, I know for sure Mike and Zach were on when I called this area right here. You guys are faithful from the jump. I know a lot of other people are faithful as well. I'm not gonna say nothing. Not other people are faithful. But I know for sure that these guys were on. All right. Oh, that's not you. I did not know. That's your thing. All right. So I will never forget. I'm like, hey, listen, guys. We're in this wedge right here. Yeah. So Jose was there too. Okay. So I said, I remember the crazy pips while you were on the toilet. Well, I do not remember the toilet story. But I remember I was like 8,000 pips I got. It was something crazy. I forgot exactly what move it was. It was either this one or that one. 8,000 pips. I'll never forget that. All right. Anyways. So, but I beat that 8,000 pips, by the way, guys, a couple times. All right. So when it comes to, yeah, so we have this wedge right here. When it comes to this wedge right here, I was like, hey, once price breaks out of here, it's going to fly somewhere. And right after I made that talk, I'm like, yo, what the hell? This thing is just, it's not moving. Once it stopped, I'll never forget. We went to the toilet for a minute and you banged. Yeah. Oh, man. So once, I think it's like once you make more than your last high, like it doesn't matter anymore. So it's not as vivid to me as the last one. So anyways, once it broke out of here, I'm like, I was right. And literally it broke out and came back to this area. I'm like, nah, like what the hell? And once it did that, I was like, okay, this is annoying me. And then I stopped looking at it. And then once I saw that this broke downwards, I'm like, okay, there's something wrong here. This is not something I want to even talk about anymore because it doesn't even seem real. And that's why I stopped talking about it. And price got to this area right here, about the 3,000 area. And what's so crazy is, like I didn't even take any action as far as buying any more in this 3,000 area. And it sucks because I was not paying attention to it. But I think that's exactly what was supposed to happen, where people were just supposed to not be paying attention to it. And I guess that just makes sense, huh? Let me see something real quick, because it seems as though this line right here looks pretty interesting to me. So this is the first time that I'm really going to be breaking down Bitcoin for a long time. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm just going to be drawing stuff It may look like a mess, but we'll see how this goes. Boom. So here's the thing. I asked you guys a while ago, let me know who has purchased Bitcoin. I want to know who has purchased Bitcoin. Who still holds Bitcoin? And if you say here, as opposed to asking like that, because there's going to be too many people not writing. So who does not own Bitcoin and who does own Bitcoin? Who does not own Ripple and who does own Ripple? Who does not own XRP? I mean, Ether or Ethereum, and who does own Ether or Ethereum? So this is how I went. This is how it's going to be. It's going to be Philip. Here, I want to know. I didn't ask all that. Yes, BTC. Yes. So this is me. I have all of them. Yes, XRP. Yes, ETH. And Miami. That's how I want it to be done, please. So, Ripple, Miami, BTC, Miami. Who's Me Smith? Me Smith is okay. XRP and Bitcoin. I own BTC. XRP. Dope. All right. So, I own nothing. Dope. BTC. Dope. So, what I would highly suggest you guys do is just do. See, what sucks is like when it comes to research, it's just you own Tron. That's cool. It's just like there's not like a real place to do research. The only research that can be best is looking at the companies who are adopting Bitcoin, who are adopting or building on top of, because adopting Bitcoin is what you do as a source of payment or exchanging currency. When it comes to Ethereum, it's a platform that you build on top of, okay? And XRP is a way to be able to actually, well, it's not a way, but Ripple essentially, or XRapid is a way to be able to actually move money. So they're three coins is what we think about it, but they're three completely different things. Okay, so think about Google is one company, right? Facebook is another company, and Amazon is another company. They're all companies, right? You can invest in all three, but they do three completely different things. Think about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. Or Ripple is a company that owns XRP. Okay, the three completely different companies. Well, I don't want to say companies, but they just do three completely different things. Okay, and if you're going to do research, Don't look at what the price is going to be. That doesn't matter. Don't look at what anybody's predictions are going to be. 100% that doesn't matter. Don't look at the daily news. Hell no, don't look at the news. Because half of these people that are on TV don't know what the hell they're talking about. Or they're paid by their company to just talk mess. And just to know, these companies that are on the news, they're companies, right? They're designed to make money. I put it to you like that, and they're owned by somebody. Put it to you like that as well, right? So when you're going to be looking at these companies, XRP, Ether, and Bitcoin, look at who is adopting these companies. That's the most important thing. Or who's adopting these coins. That's the most important thing. Because they know more than we could ever know as just people getting our information, especially from the internet. Okay? I'll keep it simple like that. Right? Now, you're probably wondering, okay, how can you be able to actually get these coins and stuff like that? You can be able to download this app called Coinbase. That's how I started. Right? You download this app called Coinbase. And if anything, I might as well just put this in there as well. If you want to be able to, you can be able to do it like this. I don't know if they still do this or not. I had this up here for a long time. But if you go into the description below, I don't know if it's below or not, but I actually have this area right here, because if you click on this button, because if you just go to Coinbase, you're not going to get anything. But if you click on the button where it says you want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I wasn't planning on doing this, if you think I was planning on doing it. If you want to be able to actually get Ethereum or Bitcoin or XRP, where it says in my description, want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, if anything, let me show you where it's at. You can actually get $10 for free if you click on this link. If you don't click on it, then you're just not going to get nothing, right? So I don't know exactly how you're looking at it, but in the description over here, you got to make sure you click on this one right here, right? Click on this where it says Coinbase, and then you'll get $10 for free of Bitcoin, which is really, really cool, right? But I think you have to put in at least $100 to be able to get that, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you just click on that, and it'll lead you to signing up and all this other stuff, okay? Now, you don't have to get a full one. That's not how it works here. You can be able to get a portion, all right? Anyways, I would just suggest, just what's the worst that can happen, then? We've all spent money on things that we don't even remember. Anyways, let's get back to this. So, I want to see not really what's going on here, but back here. How did price move back here? And what sucks is I had my key levels on here, and I do not know where they freaking are, man. Let me see if they're on here. And if you guys want to get off, by all means, do your thing. I'm probably going to be here for a little while. Because I had key levels for Bitcoin a long time ago. I remember when I did this, and literally price was just bouncing off this thing. I'm like, yo, I'm a freaking G. I don't know if I saved it under this one. This is why I say, guys, and this is when I first got started, you want to make sure that your charts are on point and they're not just anywhere, because once you lose a chart, you lose that thing. I don't know if it was on this one or what. It was beautiful. Let's look at this one. Bro, I swear, like, it was here and nice, man. I have no idea where this thing went. Let's start here. Daily. Oh, is this? Oh, here it is. All right, there you go. All right. I know you're probably looking at it like, what the heck? I would. But I went kind of ham on this. Yeah, you could be able to buy here. I can't even see, my phone's dead. You could be able to buy. Let me see. You could be able to buy a whole bunch of one on there right now, to say the truth. It's not going to tell me. You could be able to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple on there. Those are the only three that I would suggest to start out with, guys. There's other ones that I'm in. I'm in a good amount, but my allocation here, I'm going to tell you what my allocation is. So my allocation is this. BTC is 40%. Ethereum, here no. XRP is 25%. ETH is 20%, even though I believe in it, ETH way more than the allocation shows. And my altcoins, which means alternative coins, is 15%. This is my allocation, if anybody would like to know. All right, so what the heck, bro? What's going on with my nose? So, no, not this. All right. What the heck is going on? All right. So, let's go to the weekly. Let's see what's going on. So, right now it's at a daily key level. Interesting. When it comes to these purple things, I forgot exactly why the heck I put these, but I think they were highs at some area. All right. So this is a level of support, the last level of support that there was. Okay. I want to put a line there. I want to know, when was the last time I was trading this thing? Holy crap. I was looking at this down here. What did I do? What is this? What is this? I was looking at this over here. This is definitely me. I was looking at it at its lowest point. Holy crap. At its lowest point, I was here. This is me. You were here, Philip. Oh my God, bro. Why the heck did I put this green line? And what is this thing? Does anybody remember when I was doing this? Because I sure don't. What the heck is that? What the heck? This thing got to 3,000. Holy crap. All right, I'm just gonna put that line there. All right, so let's see what this correlates with. And what's crazy is, remember when I told you guys, hey, I'm putting all these lines here because I believe price is going to go down into here in a bit. Freaking bit. And this is before anybody thought that it was going to go under. All right. All right. So we have this. If anything, I'm going to make this a sticky. Let's put this sticky. And let's make it up. Let's make this stick. I'm gonna take all this off because my computer's going hot now. All right, let's see. Let's see. It's so funny when I see these guys talk about these coins and stuff like that, and then they try to show market structure and all this other stuff. I'm like, you don't know what the hell you are doing, bro. Get off. Talk about the news. All right. So we have a level of support right there. Let's see if we can get closer. Come on, man. That's as close as I want to get. All right. Now, let's see if we can be able to go over here. This is really going to go slow now. Where are we at? I think we're over here. Okay. So as you can see here, that level of support correlates with this area right here. Okay. Let's take off that sticky shit. Okay. So that area correlates with this area. Okay. So now let's see if we can be able to see what's going on here. So this was September 2017. See, when it comes to this type of stuff, like, you do got to kind of look at, okay, what happened during that time, blah, 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 all sort of crap. But like, what made, this is why, because what made price sit all the way back here when you're all the way, you know, in December, when it had a level of support, what made it have a level of support there and not somewhere else? And why is it correlating with this area? So, meaning that the majority of what they call the whales, or the new whales that may be coming in as far as financial institutions, stuff like that, what made them believe, okay, I think, you know, price is at its lowest that it can be able to be. What made them believe that that area right there was at 3,000 is the best? Okay. And as you can see here, it kind of correlates with 61.8 at this point right here. And where does price immediately go? Negative 27%. So this is a true area structure. This area right here is true area structure that I would trust in. All right. And then after that, boom, it literally just blasted off. Which is what they're suspecting price to do. I wouldn't be surprised that price is just going to pump, and then that's it. And then as you can see here, there's as far as where price was here, it was at 50%, and then got to 61.8. Price dipped a bit, came back here, and then boom. Okay, I know there's a lot of lines, but to tell you the truth, right now is not for you, especially if you're brand new. You don't even know what the hell I'm looking at, and I get it. Okay, I'd like to know what was going on here, but let me take forever to be able to get into there. We have 61.8 in line with this golden thing. I wonder what that one is about. All right, so let's see what we're looking at now. Let's get out of there. You do see that price did find some area of structure. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so what's interesting is the fact that just because price is, let me go ahead and just hide the drawings. Just because price has gone ahead and made this large push, what's interesting is there is a possibility that this is just a downtrend. And I think that'd be pretty interesting. So as you can see, we have support here and that level of support here, and then it had this bull movement. We have resistance here as a level of support here. We have support there as a level of resistance here. Well, that's gonna drop a little bit. It wouldn't even matter to speculate. So anyways, there's people doing this where, and I know you can't even freaking see it, which is unfortunate. Let me go ahead and do this. There are people that are doing something completely different, which is pretty interesting. Let's do this one. Right. Where this is actually a downtrend. And possibly get to one of these levels right here, get to one of these, this, get to one of these, and then come down again. All right, so there's either that, or people that are doing the opposite and saying, you know what, we believe that price is actually going to get to this one at least. And possibly that one. Over there. Okay. So this is what people are saying. Now here's the thing. If price does go ahead and get to these and then shift downwards, that's one thing, right? Because that wouldn't look too good. So what the heck is going on? That's one thing, right? Which would be an unfortunate thing for most, right? And then there's others that are saying, and this is what I hope, you know, like I hope that it does, you know, break past the highs. Because if it does, this would really show that we are literally in a different world now. Can you take another look at GJ? She is so off on this. We already spoke about GJ. We'll speak about GJ next week. So we have if we get to this and then shifts downwards, that'd be blah. I'm not even gonna front. That'd be really blah if it gets to that point, right? But if it does, go ahead and, but here's the thing, if it goes right here and then shifts downwards, but still, here's the thing, still holds this level of support, oh man, we're in a different world. And what I mean by still holds level of support, and then comes back up and then passes its last high, meaning like this, where price holds this level of support. If it does this, even if it comes up all the way to this, even if price comes up all the way to this area right here, and it'll be a very nice thing if this is what happens. If price comes up to this area right here, boom, 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 any one of these areas right here, and then shifts downwards, cool. But as long as price holds this 3,000 area, and then from there makes a new high, whether it be a new high above this one, a new high above that one, that one, that one, and that one, it doesn't really matter. Any one of these highs, even this one right here, if it makes a high at all, we're in a brand new world. If Bitcoin is what's supposed to be the next thing, I think it'll be pretty interesting, man. Because no matter what, blockchain and a new form of currency is going to be needed, but I think it'll be fun. All right, so let's look at XRP. I want to see how the structure is moving. Because when it comes to XRP, it looks as though this structure is broken. And then the last highs was pretty interesting on this one. Because if you were to look at Bitcoin from the last highs, from 3,000, let's just say, the last highs, which was 20,000. All right, let's just take out a calculator. 1,000, 3,000. It's a 6 times, right? 6.6, right? 6.7, whatever. And if we were to look at this right here, its last highs was in the 3.3. So let's see what this is based on, let's just say the last highs, 3.3 to the lows, which was at like 29 cents. And that's actually where I got a lot of my coins down here, 26 cents. Because I didn't start knowing about XRP until it was down here. 26 cents. So this is a 12.7 percent, 12.7 times growth possibility for this one, which is pretty interesting. And then when you look at Ethereum, it's about, because at one point in time, Ethereum was at $2,000 per coin. Was it 2,000? Or was it like 1,700? ETH/USD. What was it at its peak? 14, that's it? That's interesting. So 14 to $80. And what I'm about to show you real quick as well is something pretty interesting that I was looking at. 14 to 80. This is 17.5. So a lot of people are just looking at Bitcoin, which is fine, right? This is exchange of currency. This is a system to build on, or a platform to build on. And this is the method to exchange at a quick pace, fast, in the fast way. Right, so there are 3 different things that do completely different things. Okay. Anyways, here I want to show you something. I want to show you something real quick. Look at this. because I don't really see too many people talking about this part right here. I just want to show you something real quick, and then I want you to start doing your own little research on whatever it is that you want to do. What is it on? This BTC dominance. Okay. Once at this point right here, in March 2017, was when the start of the rise of Bitcoin started, like the big push. Okay. Now, at that same exact time is when people actually were not in Bitcoin anymore. They actually started to leave Bitcoin, which is like the opposite of what you would think. People started actually getting into Ethereum from, so you got to look at the percentages. So the orange is Bitcoin. So March 2014, March 2017, Bitcoin's dominance was 84%. Ethereum's was 7%. And then XRP was literally nothing at 0.9%. And then the others, meaning other altcoins, was at like 4%. Right. So March 6, 2017. So let's look at that date. March 6, 2017. March 6. So it was around here when price was about like $1,000 per coin. Right. This was before anything was really going on. As far as like in the news and stuff like that. Once, for some reason, people started shifting to Ethereum, right? Where March, April, May, June. 3 months later, Bitcoin to Ethereum was close to the amount of people. Let's say that you have $1,000. Well, 380 of it would be in Bitcoin. 310 of it would be in Ethereum, and then 10% would be in XRP, and then 14% would be in others, which is interesting. Which is very interesting. So what made that shift is what's really, really interesting, right? Now, with that being the case, July of 2017 is when, well, not really. It was in March, April, when this started to push. It had a retrace and then push, retrace, push, retrace, push, right? And then we had from June 2017 to December 10th. So December 10th is when, so from June to December 10th. June, which was here, to December 10th. So December 10th. This right here, so it wasn't even at the peak. So around the peak, people started to shift out. And where did they go? That's the most important thing. Where did they go after? So December 10th, December 13th. Where do they go? They go to Ethereum. So where were they? And where did they go? So I see that they went to Bitcoin, Ethereum was here. Let me do this. see if this works. No. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to see all these other craps. Even though Neo is not crap. I like Neo. Bitcoin Cash, I wouldn't worry about it. Litecoin, do not touch it. Right. So, where do they go? No. They go. So from 11 to 2, and then 17 to 11. So they went up in January 8th, and then others. So others doubled. XRP went up about close to 5 times, and then Ethereum went up about 50%. January 8th. That was on the retrace. During this time right here when people were hopping out. Yeah, you did miss a lot, bro. I'm just doing some stuff. Just looking to see what's going on. I just find this area right here interesting. Really interesting. This is probably not what I should be looking at right here. Probably, somewhere over here. 13% of people went to XRP, or probably right here. Where 11% of people went to XRP, probably even right here. 17% of people went to XRP. I mean to Ethereum. But this area right here is very interesting. June 12th. Not just June 12th, but the time leading there from February 20th to June 12th, from June 12th to October 30th, from October 30th to January 8th, from January 8th to March to April 2nd, from April 2nd to May 7th, May 7th to September 10th. These are all times that are pretty interesting to me. Anything I'd go ahead and check them out. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Let's spike up here. What's interesting is I haven't touched this thing in a while, and the price literally spiked. What is that? Oh, that's an H4 key level. Literally aligned with this right here. I don't even know if this actually matters though. The H4 key level. I wouldn't be surprised the next area that price is going to go to, which is crazy, is 61 cents. And it's not even like a maybe thing. Because this is gonna keep on going up. This is not pushing down anytime soon. Yeah, this is not pushing down, man. Why did I draw this random line? I haven't been on this chart for so long that I forgot why I even put all half this stuff. So yeah, here. My phone's dead. I wanted to see when I actually started buying XRP up because I got a lot of it. I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? So I'm up on that one a lot. I'm up on all of them, but that one a good amount. But this is not something that you get and you look at it every day because it will mess you up. Right? I'd suggest not to do that. It doesn't even show. May 2017. 37 cents. 38. And that's all I got. Same area that it was at. Oh, that's crazy. This thing touched 25 cents. I wonder what was the lowest I got it at. I love the support here. I remember this. Everybody was going wild, like, yo, what the heck is going on? Let's push down. Crazy. When was it? September. We were still talking about this. December. I must have bought here. This is probably when I caught at its lowest, 30 cents. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna get off of this thing. So I don't know if you guys caught any type of value based upon like how long we've been on here. An hour and freaking 30 minutes. Holy crap. So I really appreciate your time, guys. We're gonna be back on here tomorrow. Same time, same place, 10 p.m. I got a lot of mail here. This past weekend has been an interesting one for me. A very interesting one for me. And it was a very blessed one for me as well. So I really appreciate your time, guys. If you caught any type of value, great. I'm happy about that. If not, apologize. Make up for tomorrow. All right. Speak to you guys soon.